And if we haven't met before, you look lovely today. We are using the car food playlist to chronicle through the year of launching my company, All Well Brands, and launching the Munchos Raw Snacks line. And I am living in the car to see how the product behaves and to free up some capital and to just do some reflecting and working toward a book. Actually, two books now. I haven't talked to you all in a few days, but a new book came through on Saturday. It is Friday now, and I haven't posted in a few days because I've actually been still having some kinds of things to work through technically, and my internet, even though I just bought a ton of bandwidth to use in the car, it's gone pretty fast. So I am going to have to start hanging out at bars again in order to just use the internet. I know a lot of people think that you can go to Starbucks or think you can go to the library, but let me tell you, if you're using YouTube, no, you can't. It is not powerful enough when 10 and 40 other people are using the internet. So, but usually people don't go to bars to use the internet, only I do that. So everybody else is there for other things. So, but I thought I should post today. I miss talking with you, and I've learned so much this week. It just all goes so fast, doesn't it? So I can't remember quite where we left off, but I will be moving into a new kitchen on Monday, and I'm really excited about it. The infrastructure there is really solid and really cool, and the network there is really cool as well. It's full of a ton of incubator businesses that are kind of at the level I am, or kind of jumping through a few more levels, and it's a good place to do that. So it was a little bit of a challenge to kind of jump into that arena just from a resource perspective, but I think it's going to be a really good investment, and I've had a really nice set of conversations and vibes with the management, and so I'm really excited about it. I do have a few folks in line who either I'm considering or who have been offered and are considering roles with the company, and that's really exciting too. I didn't realize until I sort of had a moment to rest about it that that I really haven't done that before. So that was new and exciting to remember that it's new. Sometimes things are going so fast right now that it's really part of this discipline, I would say spiritually, but even if you're not feeling very spiritual about it, it's just a good tactical approach to take a moment and be grateful for what is around. So whether you're into gratitude as a spiritual discipline or just as a practical discipline as a business person, it's just a really good policy, right? So I'm really thankful for the people who have applied. I'm actually, if this person is listening, they don't know who they are because they're probably not on this subscription yet. But there was one person that I talked to the other day who I was very compelled by, and I hope that person finishes the application because I'd really like to talk to them again. Yay! So anyway, and last night I got to see the coolest thing. I got to go to a screening of The Diplomat, which is a new film. And I've always really identified with diplomats, partly because I was born outside of the States, even though my family is all American. But I've just always identified with other countries a lot. And also as a social anthropologist and as a change manager background, that's what I consider, it's diplomacy work, and understanding what different cultures feel and think is really, that's diplomacy work. So it was just a real treat to see that, and the director was there, and he had curated it after his father passed. He was the son of the diplomat in question, Mr. Richard Holbrook. So it was just such a joy, and it was one of those things that kind of took me back to a year ago when I first moved to LA, because I'm so used to, and I'm embarrassed to say I take for granted these opportunities to screen these films before they get seen anywhere in the world. And I'm just so thankful for the LA World Affairs Council and the way that they bring these things to us and make things available to us. And thankful to HBO, which did just a lovely job in curation and bringing the folks together who were interviewed afterwards, and just provided a lovely reception as well. And even the reception staff was just amazing. It was just like this well-oiled machine. I just watched it happening. So anyway, just a lot of special things going on, and you are one of them. You know, I say this a fair amount, but I really on the days when I don't post, it kind of throws me off. Like, I really appreciate getting to do this, and I really appreciate needing to do it. And I appreciate the idea coming into my head or my heart or wherever it came into originally to start this vlog, because it's really important for me to maintain connectivity with you. It's a good discipline for me to remember that that this company is all about you and your nourishment, and it's all about everywhere on the globe. So so that brings me to what my main activity of the day was. And I'm so grateful that I have a colleague, friend, sort of sojourner, person that I met a little while back at a volunteer event, and we got to talking about our various business visions and what we do and so forth. And he's a business developer, and you know, has done a lot of deals over the years, and does all kinds of, you know, creative facilitation and so forth. Has an architecture and engineering background as well, and so, you know, just has a really good visionary mind, but also a really good technical mind and kind of process mind, and you know, all those together are really powerful and very much up my alley. They're very grounding, but also he has sort of the visionary perspective, and is also, you know, we share a philosophy and kind of a worldview. So I'm just super thankful to him. I won't name drop because I haven't asked him if that's okay, but I just want to be thankful for him. He was kind enough to look through my business plan and give me some just wonderful feedback on it, which enabled me to just sort of leave that space and immediately start writing again and redrafting and kind of adjusting it and so forth. So I'm just so grateful that he shared that time with me. It was a long meeting from a you know, business perspective, business day perspective. So I really appreciated that. And now I'm so thankful that I have that done, and still I haven't had the feedback yet from the store that we're going into soon, but I'm awaiting their feedback to put together final barcoding, just to make sure that the visuals that they received from us were okay, and which, you know, you don't care about if you're not a detail person, but if you're ever watching this for archival purposes, or if you're ever watching this as a person who's thinking about putting a business together and wondering about what all the details are that hold you up from day to day, sometimes things like that hold you up a little bit. So anyway, but it, you know, it's like everybody has their hold-ups because everybody gets busy. So so we're just awaiting that. And looking forward to moving into the new kitchen and probably liquidating one of the, I currently have 2 storage units. One a little bit more personal. I guess it's all business stuff, but I thought of it as personal, I guess, because I used to have it at my house with walls, and then some other things in another unit that are just strictly kitchen. So we'll be liquidating that one and probably combining them. I'll probably have my guys just combine them now, which will be really good too. And now I have a unit that's much closer to where I hang out. So that's super helpful because I can just kind of whiz by there. Oop, there's the lighting. There we go. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of that. And I'm really excited, like in a few days, I guess in like 2 weeks, I'll be doing, exactly 2 weeks, I'll be doing my interviews with Alana Pratt that we'll be scheduling for, that'll be airing online Thanksgiving week, and then Christmas week, and then New Year's week. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be posting one of them. She's been kind enough to offer to share those. She'll share two of them well, she'll share all three of them on her sites, but has offered to share one of them on mine as well. So I'm excited about that. Also have some interviews coming up with some different really interesting folks that I want to share with you. And yeah, and I think that's it for right now. How about that? So I hope you have a really beautiful weekend, and thanks for being a part of this. As always, you're so much in my heart and so much in my family, and just grateful to be here, and so grateful that I'm still so jazzed about living in my car. I just love it. It's so good. Like, I really have no idea what else I would be doing right now. I just I really don't. I have no idea. I have no desire to live anywhere else. I occasionally have a desire to go and like sit somewhere, but I found a church recently. It's so beautiful and like quiet, and it smells like incense, and it's just gorgeous and yummy and snuggly. And so I've been meditating there some, and that's been really nice. And you know, I'm also getting a much better idea of like when I need to go be quiet versus when I need to like sit on the ground. Like sometimes I just need to ground my body. And like today I haven't been on the ground yet at all. And so I might need to go do that at some point before it gets too late. Also, if you happen to see this in time, in about 30 minutes, it's 8:30 here right now, Pacific time, we're having a rave at Agape. It's super awesome. It's from the Raw Whole Foods, the Living Foods Ministry. Is going to be they're going to be doing a juice bar, I believe, which is awesome. And there's a coloring room, and there's like a meditative, like trancey music room that's going to be like really rocking, from what I understand, and I think other artsy things. So it's kind of a celebration of young people. It's a provision for young people who want something to do besides you know, drink or drug it up on a Friday night, but it's also a celebration of those who have chosen that. And you know, I mean, I do enjoy my beer from time to time, so you know, I'm not in the teetotaling club or anything, but it's very cool that we get to do that. So I'm just getting done with work, of course, and so I don't know if I'm going to make it over there because I have yet to go to the gym yet, and I didn't go to the gym yesterday, so I need to do that. That's important. It needs to happen now. I'm actually at the gym. I'm 2 blocks away, but I've been in the car working, so now I'm going to actually go in. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, but I just wanted to share that because it's pretty cool that that's even happening. So, yeah, that's all. Love y'all. Have a good night. Bye. If I can push the button.